Alright guys, how's it going? My name is Dog, and we are here back with my Mew 3 boss deck list, and we are now going to take it into some games and kind of show off how it works and what I think about some matchups. Um, there's a couple things about the deck that are different. You know, the Lugia is one of the major changes in the Blacephalon, but we're going to take it in here and get some games in and see how it goes. This is the deck I will be taking to a League Cup next weekend in Tennessee, and I'm excited for that. I think I'm going to do very well. If for some reason I don't do very well, though, we will be back to try to make some changes. Because we have a regional coming up, and that's what the main goal is. So we open up Mulligan, 4 energies. This is super unlikely to ever happen but in PCT Go, it does happen. It's super unlikely to ever happen in real life due to, you know... this is a hand I can work with. It's not a great hand, but it's a hand I can work with. Did we win the coin flip? We did, and we're against Palkia GX. Interesting. So we're going to go ahead and get our Sigaleo. And we're going to go ahead and get Blacephalon. The reason I picked Blacephalon is because we have a guaranteed of 1 energy. So we don't know how we're going to use it. Assuming that he is water, safe for us to put Giant Hearth on the board and go ahead and cycle out 2 energy. The Blacephalon gives us an attack option next turn. So Galio does as well, but Blacephalon does give us the confusion. And we can also just GS attack and take 1 prize card if we like. So there's the Ultra Beast. This is an interesting build. Palkia with Ultra Beast. It's very, very unique, I'll have to say. The big fear here with Palkia is his GX attack. Shuffle all energies back to your opponent's deck. That is a big deal. He is 180, which is kind of unfortunate because like our best way to knock him out is with since we don't run Reshizor, we don't have too many big major hitter cards no more of like 4 energy. Which would be something I would be willing to look at changing. Let's see. Pokeknife, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal a Pokemon energy find and put it into your hand. And then put the other card back in any order. I would assume he's looking for the water energy. Just so he can go ahead and... well, he can't really attack with Spatial Control, but that will become a problem next turn with all of those. Now, if we get Welder, I will probably knock this out. We did get Welder, so I will probably... I may Mind Blown knock this out. Let's see. Or I may Flamethrower knock it out, depending if that's what I think the best play is. Is use my GX attack and knock it out. That's kind of a greedy play though. We'll go ahead and get the Giratina. We'll bounce that with Giant Hearth. We're gonna go ahead and throw him in the grave and get 2 more fire. Now we can kill this with, you know, Flare Blitz, but is that the best course of action to go ahead and get an early knockout and move those up? I think so, because it goes ahead and gives us 2 prize cards. And he's forced to move one of those up. This is super aggressive. This is more aggressive than I normally am. But in our situation, where this isn't like a Malamar or anything of that nature, I feel like it's okay to be this aggressive. No, he can put charge up on him. We do have to be very concerned about... let's see, there's 2, so he can charge up both. If he has the attacks for turn, we do have to be very concerned with that. If he does, we will be switching out. There's the Quagsire. So what's he going to get? The Dene. The best possible card for him. Now this gives him a ton of options now. No, Ultra Space back. That's fine. So this is a Quagnag variation. My friend has a variation just like this. I'm surprised we haven't seen Keldeo yet. Now, our big concern would be him charging up, attach, retreat, hit us for 160. That's probably our biggest concern. If he does do that, we'll probably have to look to just bite the bullet and take the prize trade, unfortunately. As much as we really don't want to do something of that nature, it probably will be our best bet. Cynthia, has he already played a trainer? He hasn't. So I'm assuming we're about to get a Cynthia done to us. He still hasn't charged up and he still hasn't attached for turn. There's the charge up. And the one in the back still has yet to do his charge up. And I believe there's another one in there. There he is. And he's attached, charge up. So he is going to hit us for 160. That is a huge misplay on our part. I should have gotten... I didn't think about him becoming aggressive with the Naganadels. That is something you got to look out for. I should have got Jirachi on the bench. With Jirachi on the bench, he would have no way. We would have been in such a phenomenal position. But now, this hurts a little bit. So we'll see what we can do. We're going to play around the 3 prize attack. We are going to play around that. I'm just trying to think of the best way to play around it. Naganadel Snipe, the reset stand. Now that hurts. But it's not terrible. Well, that's not good, but it's not terrible. I would have obviously rather him not. This is 160 clean, when that should have been 80 if I'd have played it better. I'll go ahead and put him in my hand. We'll bounce that. Set him there. Attach. Custom for 1. Custom for 1. Treasure him all. Get me the Jirachi. This still isn't terrible. Because I can flamethrower knockout. He doesn't have energy anywhere. So for him to actually get the Naganadel knockout on us would kind of be an impressive feat. Because he would have to charge up for 1. Charge up from 1, attach, whoop. He'd have to whooper into a rare candy. That is a lily. Full art lily looks fantastic. I wish I would have got it. Kind of unfortunate I didn't. There's the whooper. The water energy. He may have it. He may have everything he needs. With those 4 cards, because we know what that one is. He has already lilied. There's the Naganadel. Or Naganadel, depending how you prefer to pronounce it. He attached, charge up, and I would imagine this one's about to charge up. Now, does he have a way, though, to get the other water energy to him? If he does, this would be a very, very poor turn for us. He doesn't. That's very good for us. As it does give us a chance to get set up here to do another Flyer Strike flamethrower knockout. And since he no longer is at exactly 3 prize cards, we are in a phenomenal position. Coast Trainer is a phenomenal card for us to pick up. So we'll see what he does. Here comes the Whooper. I would expect Quagsire to come out. Okay. The Volcanion. If he does force us to retreat, we will retreat to Latios. He shuffled. He looked for Ultra Space. Had no targets. Lily again. He can evolve. He can evolve. That is an option. There's the Keldeo option. I do think Keldeo's a little too late. Switch. I'm assuming he's going to switch into Keldeo. And if he does, that's perfectly fine. It would be unfortunate if he does knock us out. But if he does, we will be moving Latios up. Charge up. I do think this Quagnat deck is wonderful. I do think we have a... Really, I think it's a 55-45 in our favorite matchup. Jetgeister. We're just going to move Latios up. There's no reason why I wouldn't move him up. I can check if a Psychic Energy is in the ground. It is in there. And we are going to get the knockout here. Viridian Force. Get rid of Mew. Get the Psychic Energy. Had a double checker and a Ganadale. Make sure we wasn't getting too far ahead of ourselves. Bring him up. And we will Venom Shot the Dedenne. And that is game for us. Quagnat can be a little bricky. It is a little inconsistent sometimes. When that happens, that's really where we strive and really can take control of it. Especially if you can manage the Naganadels, you can manage the bench. Keldeo, you just have to play around it. And we have Giratina in the deck for the Keldeo matchup. So I will be right back with you guys when we get to the next game. Alright guys, we're back into our next game. We had some technical difficulties. We had that happen to us in our last match, and it ended up resulting to me just closing the game out. So we're back into it now. So here we go. We won the coin flip. We get to go first. Opening up with a terrible hand. You don't want to open up with the Dedenne ever, but we have some nice cards in our hands to kind of recover from this not so great opening. So we'll Mysterious Treasure. And we'll go ahead and get our first Mew. This is not the kind of hand you want to see, though. I don't want a Giant Hearth because I don't want to give him access to it without me, unless I absolutely have to. That's huge, having that switch in our back pocket. The really bad part, though, is we still don't have any attackers for Mew ready. So... And that's really the part that really hurts you the most with the Dedenne being out there. Is the fact that you can't use him to reset. You can't use him to get you to your bench ready. Mysterious Treasure. So we're not playing Greenzard. What are we playing? I'm not seeing a Charizard use Hidden Face Zard besides Mew. This should be a straight Fire Zard build. Or it could be a Mew build. That's very likely a Mew build. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how he opened. He could have opened up poorly as well. There's the Giant Hearth. So he is going to be able to get 2 fire. Another Mysterious Treasure. I would guess he's got the Dedenne to reset his hand, which would put him at such an advantage over us. I appreciate the Jirachi. It protects him, protects me. So it's kind of an even kill playing field. Let's see here. He's going to discard the Jirachi for 2 fire. I'm assuming he has Welder, Dedenne, Cherish Ball, something of that nature in his hand to really reset everything. There's the Welder. Is he going to do it to the Charizard? I would assume so, since it is just... No, he's not. Interesting choice. He's going to leave his Charizard up there. Patch 3. And then he's got the Dedenne. So he's super far ahead of us. Because he has an attacker in the grave. He has a huge GX attack in the grave. He has a 4 attacker right here. So he is really, really far ahead of us. We've got to get something going for us. Acrobat. That is something. That is something. We'll get rid of our Giant Hearth. it's not great you're so intimidated due to the fact that he can hit and face Zard you. We can attach and we can switch him up and we can Cherish Ball. I could start Naganadel sniping him. But I'm a little bit too concerned with I'm a tad bit too concerned if he had a switch or something of that nature. We'll get rid of the Mad Cargo. We'll get rid of the Viridian Force so he can't use it. And we will... I could clear vision him, putting us on a very even playing field. We're going to clear vision him to put us on a very even playing field. I don't have no way of knocking this Charizard out right now. I could have tag purged him, of course. But I feel like clear vision, though, now he can't knock me out with... he didn't face his RGX attack. He can't rush around over my tag purge. Because I'm set up... Technically, I'm set up first. I'm not set up best. If he keeps... I'm assuming he's looking for a switch. That would be the ideal card for him. Because if he can attach an energy, he can flamethrower and it will knock me out and we will lose the game. There's the energy. Cherish Ball. I'm assuming he's going to get Dedenne or something to help his odds of getting a switch. I didn't see what he got. I'm assuming it's a Dedenne though. I should have Cherish Bomb for the Jirachi, I think. That way his Mewtwo couldn't come up and knock me out. There's the Mewtwo. He gets to put a card back on top of his deck. He's gonna put Welder back on top of his deck. So now I expect the Dedenne to come out. So he knows he's gonna get Welder. So that's not a bad play. I do think that card is very good. He's playing Hapu and Bills. That's interesting. I don't see many people play both. He has filled his bench up though. And without a way to retreat him, he needs switch in the worst way. He's already attached for turn. Because next turn I will start tag purging, and he has to find an out with what he has on the board. And I just don't know if he's going to have that. If he can't switch this turn, we are really far ahead of him. I feel safe enough where we've clear visioned him that I can go ahead and proceed to start setting up another one as we begin our tag purge assault. Now that is an Naganadel snipe target that is a KO for us at any time. He has cleared his bench. He has no way to unclear his bench. That's one reason why I don't run that card. It is very cloggy on the bench. Now, I don't know what his next option is. He looks like he's probably going to sack this off. And if he does, that's fine. That's an understandable play. I just don't necessarily think it's the right play. Psychic energy there is perfect. We will tag purge again. Does he have Latios in the grave? He does not have Latios in the grave. So he cannot tag purge retaliate me. Which is huge. We have him very locked down. He is very concerned. But we could even switch into this one and keep all of our energy safe. I don't see any way that he is able to do anything. So we are just going to tag purge and take our first knockout. Now he may be considering that he can just do the hidden face Zargx attack. But with clear vision he cannot. And if he does make a mistake like that, it will be devastating to him. It really, I mean, he doesn't have Latios in the grave, so he cannot tag purge me back. I do have game if he can. Well, I don't have game if he can't tag purge me back. Unless I can get this Charizard into the gray. I do actually. I have my cargo. So I do have game. I don't think he realizes that I clear vision. Okay, he may have realized I clear vision him. I do really like his sleeves though. The mirror match does involve a lot of getting there first, getting there fastest, and I think that's what I've really built my deck to be, consistent as possible. Get there first, get there fastest. We both opened poorly, I would argue he had a better start than I did, but we've played it better, we've recovered better, and we've really put ourselves in a fantastic position because he cannot tag purge. He cannot tag purge, and he does lose if he cannot tag purge, or unless he can switch out. Because I can Mac Cargo him for 600 damage. Because he doesn't have Jirachi on the board for the resistance. He could have been playing for the switch. I don't know. But it's tough when you play for 2 cards or 3 cards in your deck as you're only out. Flamethrower doesn't work. He now loses to Mac Cargo, Lava Flow, and that is game. So thank you all so much for watching. This is my Lugia Mew 3 boss deck. It's 2 matches, one against that Mew Mirror match and in the previous match. Thank y'all so much. Leave in the comments what you think I can add, some suggestions. And if you have any questions about any tech or anything like that, please let me know. As always, you can check out the deck list in the description below. It will be there in another video. And as always, you can catch me on twitch.tv, BlazeDog1134. I stream Pokemon there every night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern to 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And this has been, I think this deck is going to do me really good. And I will be sure to give you all an update from the League Cup I'll be participating in this weekend. And we'll be doing more videos like this in the future. And this is BlazeDog signing out.